Hello friends, in this video I want to show how to convert free Mixamo animations into Unreal Engine for MetaHuman. This is how it will look like. This is the result. We should have this animation taken from Mixamo. We will learn to use for the MetaHuman character. So in order to apply Mixamo animations in Unreal Engine, we need a converter. Mixamo Converter Unreal Engine. It can be found on the Terribilis Studio website. Open this site, and on the main page of this site we will find Mixamo Converter Unreal Engine. Here we are asked to first download Launcher because it can only be downloaded through the launcher. Here, exclusively available on the launcher. Click this button. Click Direct Download. Download. Open the folder that was downloaded, unzip the Terribilis Studio Launcher folder, and open the folder. So here we have the file, Terribilis Studio Launcher.x. We need to launch it. It offers us to update. Let's update. Here we have the launcher installed, and in the launcher we will find Mixamo Converter 2 and download it. It's loading. Now we look in the folder. We have Mixamo Converter in the folder that we downloaded. Here we have a folder Mannequins, and in this folder Quinn Unreal Engine 5. There is a mannequin that we will use for the female character, and in many Unreal Engine 5, there is the mannequin for the male character we will use. These two mannequins go to the Mixamo website. Now we will need to go under Login. If you are not registered, you need to register. You need to register through an Adobe account. If you have an Adobe account, then you can log in through it. So I log in through my account. Now the character is loading. I am loading a character that I already have uploaded to my page before. I will show you how to load a character from the Converter folder. Click Upload Character. Select Character File and find our folder, Terribilis Studio Launcher, Mixamo Converter, Mannequins, and we need this folder, Quinn Unreal Engine 5. Let's take this mannequin scam_quinn.fbx. Open it, is uploaded to the website. So our character has loaded. Click Next. Now our mannequin appears in this window. Here we will need to find the animation or pose that we need. Let's try this. I would like some kind of walking animation. These little red or pink mannequins are female animations. Animations for female characters. Those blue mannequins are for male characters. So we find a suitable pose or animation. I found one more or less suitable animation. This is a standard walking. There are some characteristics. This is the speed of walking. Here you can slow it down a little or speed it up. I'll take somewhere like this. Character arm space. This is how far the hands are located. How far they are located from the body so that there are no intersections. Well, this value suits me. Let's download. We necessarily need without skin. But all these values can be left by default. Only in the skin value you need to select without skin. Download. Our animation has been downloaded. Here it is. We need to place this animation in the Mixamo Converter incoming FBX folder. We need to place it here. This must be done. Next, we must launch the Mixamo Converter. Launch it. Here there is a Steps button. Click on Steps, and here we see that the file that we placed the incoming folder has already appeared here. So what we need to do, we need to click on this running man. And here one file appeared in the right window named Animations Converted. It was converted since we had one file with animation in the incoming folder. So one animation was converted, here it is, and if we look into outgoing folder, this animation appeared here. That is, this is the animation converted for Unreal Engine. We will use it in Unreal Engine. Go to Unreal Engine. Launch the version in which you are working. In this case, I have version 5.2. Here we select Game Third Person, select the folder in which we will create the project. So let's name it. Select this folder and name the project. We give the name in Latin without spaces. To divide words, underscore can be used. Set the name, click Create. A project is created. We have a default level opened. We need to create our own new level. Empty level, create. A completely empty level is created. Let's create a floor. Reset to default settings. Let's take it size 7 by 7 like. Let's now go to the content drawer. In the content folder, let's create a folder, new folder, and name it Animations, and open this folder, and in this folder we need to create another subfolder, Quinn. We need to place the converted animation in this folder. We have it here in this folder, Mixamo Converter, outgoing FBX. Let's put it here. Here you need to be very careful. When importing, select skeleton, sk_mannequin, sk_mannequin. Then in the Advanced tab, open the Advanced tab. We need to be enabled Use Default Sample Rate. Further, we must turn off Import Attributes as Curve. Next, Import Bone Track must be left on. Further, delete existing morph target. It must be left turned off. And do not import curves must be turned off. These settings must be applied. Import all, and here's our animation. Now we will need to find a mannequin on which we will apply the animation. We find it in the content folder. skm_Quinn. Let's put it in the scene here. It needs a default location. So let's change the focal length here, 30. So let's select mannequin, press the F key to show the whole body. Next, let's open our animation that we loaded, double click, and here it is, our animation works. Let's place our mannequin with animation in the scene. I had the simulation turned on. Well, let's turn it on again. Everything works great. And now in the animation folder, we will need to create another folder, name it MetaHuman. We needed to save the animation for MetaHuman there. Go to Quinn folder. And we need to export this animation. Right-click, Asset Action, Export. Go to the Mixamo Converter folder. Here we need to create a MetaHuman folder. And save this file with the MH prefix for convenience. Save it with default settings. You don't need to change anything here. Click Export. Next, after export, we will need to load our MetaHuman through Quixel Bridge on which we will apply the animation. So I have already downloaded MetaHuman. If they are not downloaded, you need to download. Let me load the character that I have already downloaded. Here it is with the downloaded checkbox. I press the Add button. Now the meshes and textures of this MetaHuman are imported. The entire download is finished. Let's check the content folder. A new MetaHumans folder has appeared. Here the folder of our MetaHuman, Rochelle, open it, and here it is, the character appeared here. Let's place it in the scene, just drag it into the viewer. Now it will happen the process of loading all textures, meshes, plugins. This will take some time. And as usual, such windows pop up. Missing plugins. You will need to click Enable Missing to enable plugins that are disabled. Next, we will need to reload the scene. We will definitely save the level here. I didn't save the level. I save it. We don't need Quixel Bridge anymore. Open the level that we created and saved. Let's create a light source so that our characters can be seen. Let's reset the location, move a little. Textures will load now. So our character is loaded. Save. And now we need to load the exported animation into our animation MetaHuman folder. Click Import. Find our Mixamo Converter folder, and here we find the MetaHuman and standard walk file. Open it. Here we need to select Skeleton, MetaHuman base skeleton. Settings, we need to leave it like this. Default simple raid attributes, import bone track. Import all. We can close these windows. This can also be closed. Let's check our loaded animation. Have a look at the character's body. It was very deformed after applying animation. Let's see how it looks in the scene. Open, select the character. Go to the Properties in the Details window. Click Body in the Animation tab, Animation Mode. Select Use Animation Asset here. Select our animation, which is for MetaHuman. And click this button. You can also find it in this list. But it's easier to mix up the animation here. So select the animation file here, and then apply Use Selected Asset from Content Browser. As you can see, the body of our character has taken the form of a mannequin. So we will need to fix it. We need retargeting of animation. How to fix it? Go to our standard walk animation for MetaHuman. Open it by double-clicking. For now, let's press pause. Here you need to firstly select in the target source animation the body of our MetaHuman. Then go to Skeleton Tree and turn on Show Retargeting options. That is, now we'll do a retarget of bones, and starting from the bone spine 01 and to the very bottom, select all bones. Right-click and select this command, Recursively Set Translation Retargeting Skeleton. Now our body should take its original shape. Let's look. It seems like everything is working. Save and close this window. Let's reapply the animation. Reset animation. Select the animation that we just changed with retargeting. And click on this button. It seems to have been fixed. Let's press play. Everything seems to be fine, but our character is floating in the air. This will also need to be fixed. Now I'll show you how to fix it. Let's fix this floating in the air. Open our animation. Let's turn off the animation temporarily. I've already turned on the bones. It's done this way. Character, bones, all hierarchy, and it shows all the bones. Further, you can also put a grid so that you can see the floor, the marking of the floor. Next, what we need to do, we need to place the animation slider at the very start of the timeline. Choose Select and Translate Object tool and click on the lowest bone called Root. It will need to be moved down a little. Here we have -8 and we need press key, so we fix the location of the skeleton. We can move it a little bit lower. Press key again, save. And watch, apply this animation again. And now our character is standing on the floor. Let's try again. Now we will need to lift it up a little. Make sure the animation slider is positioned at frame 0. At the very beginning, select the root bone and lift it a little higher. Press key, save it. Let's check it again. It looks more or less fine now, but we still need to lift it up a little. Just a little bit. Press key, save, reset the animation, apply it again. Now everything is fine. These mannequins can be deleted. Let's try. So you can use animations from Mixamo for your MetaHuman this way. Thank you for watching. If you liked it, please subscribe and press like. See you soon.